from BooksGoSocial, and we have a nice treat today in Dublin. We have Akasha Garnier, who's come all the way from the States. So we had to take the opportunity, to invite her in and have a read from her book, Secrets to Shine Through the Noise. So take it away.
John Hammond. All major theme parks have delays. When they opened Disneyland in 1956, nothing worked. Ian Malcolm. Yeah, but John, if the Pirates of the Caribbean breaks down, the pirates don't eat the tourists. Jurassic Park. A reading from Secrets to Shine Through the Noise by Akasha Garnier. I went to Hawaii's Big Island for a year to cleanse and to consider my options. I was an event manager in the sailing industry, and rumors had surfaced that the boat I worked with was about to be sold. I had a feeling that things and people would change, so I went to Hawaii to think. My Hawaii friends say that I did the trip in reverse. I started at the top, in the rainforest, not the Californication of Konaside or a humid Hilo welcome. Well, first of all, I went to Hawaii with a part-time job, apartment, and no friends. My solo adventure began in Waipio Valley, the Valley of the Kings, they say. I lived 1,000 feet above a beautiful and intense black sand beach. The view was quite Seussian, and I often thought I'd run into the Grinch or the Lorax as friends and neighbors. Hashtag Hawaii Lorax, no doubt. When I arrived in the rainforest, I was greeted by a night marcher helmet to protect me. The valley is rich in lore and legend, and more than half the reason we are drawn to the area. This night marcher stood guard over my view. Imagine stepping out your front door to the island of Maui, breaking through the clouds, and just 6 steps before a 1,000-foot drop-off to the 7th deadliest crossing in the world. 'Twas the week before Christmas, and all part of my welcome. Secret Waipio Beach lays waiting for us at the end of a steep road that descends to the valley floor. The trip takes preparation, so not just any truck can survive the trek, and I've seen what's left of vehicles along the way. At the bottom of the winding road, we are treated to spectacular views of the ocean and the lush Waipio Valley, sprawling like a tropical Grand Canyon. The black sand sparkles in the sunlight. The waves and currents are no joke, so I cannot yet surf here. I had to snap a photo where the river meets the ocean while the water was out, and I'm not too shy to say that I went for a walk along the rocks and a wave pulled me all the way in. Ah, Hawaiian baptism, with only a few scrapes, not too shabby for the 7th deadliest crossing in the world. I stand by the fact that water is my element, even when covered in sand. I saw my first 14-foot waves and the roar that goes with them. I spent days rock hopping to cross the river when the tide was in. It's truly a refreshing sensation when the cool, crisp river meets the bathwater temps of the Pacific. Back up in the rainforest, there were only 4 houses at this valley summit, up a road marked private and protected. I nodded to the tsunami evacuation sign as I shifted gears and wound my way upward. The first sprawling house was an original Microsoft shareholder who took his money and ran to the top, paving the way with 14 kinds of bamboo and sailing stories of mutual friends in Seattle. I'm on city sabbatical, but I cannot ignore his sleek red Lotus sports car, one of the only signs of civilization, since I'm 8 miles from town and cell service. I was saved more than once by the fact that this rainforest has Wi-Fi, and the tsunami sign would foreshadow my fate a few months later. I eventually got an invitation to the valley floor and native farmlands where tourists are not allowed. This city girl rooted, planted, harvested, and ate taro among the trees. While driving through the fields, you can't help but notice something familiar. The opening shot from Jurassic Park uses a waterfall from Waipio Valley. This view takes me to a double take of another time. Yes, the trees are that T-Rex tall. The leaves that car-sized. I am fresh meat. The mosquitoes swarm me immediately, ignoring all my mainland attempts at repellent. Adding in a childhood of camping and Girl Scout canoeing through Minnesota and Wisconsin, I still have never been this itchy. The mosquito buzz is constant around me if they've moved on from native Hawaiians. In the span of 5 hours, I am completely covered in bites, and then prehistoric mud, and finally doused by an ancient waterfall that reaches down to caress me in an Arctic water stream. Thank God these Waipio mosquitoes do not swim, and I'm in my element again. I'm sure I look like an Herbal Essences commercial flipping my hair. Yes, I come from a marketing family, and it sticks with me. I feel better. So many things surprise and shake me during my séjour on Hawaii's Big Islands that it helped me write frequently again. I ended up a tsunami survivor and came back to the mainland with a fierce glow, motivation, and smile. Alas, I will tell more of those stories another day, and in 3 books and films as part of the thriller series in the works. In the meantime, go be outstanding in your fields, and come back in and write down an idea or 3. If there's one thing that I'd like you to take from this chapter, it's this. Wherever you are on your journey, believe it's worth the trip. Thank you to Tanya, Liz, Lawrence, and BooksGoSocial for hosting me. To my friend Susan of Scala Advance. Susan and I have known each other since I worked with my first mentor at American Express in Minneapolis and New York. Like many of you, I was a creative trying to find my footing in the business world. The rest of Shine Through the Noise covers a journey from starving artist to mentorship and ends with becoming a brand expert giving back. I've partnered with Teen Cancer America on this book, and I donate 10% of sales to them. I will also give a shout out to the rest of my fabulous A-list partners. You can read more about my projects and theirs on AkashaGarnier.com. I'm also running a promo price on Secrets to Shine Through the Noise to celebrate my first trip to Dublin. Thank you for watching, listening, and reading. I'm very excited to be here in Ireland, and for you too tomorrow. I am Akasha Garnier, and I'll see you on the flip side.
Wow. That was amazing. Thank you so much. That was brilliant. You got really taken in. It was amazing.
I'm glad. Great news.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put links underneath the video for where you can find Akasha's book. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure.
Great having you. Bye-bye.
Bye.